The other thing we'll need in here as well is a steel gas pump. I will have that steel gas pump over on this side, right about there. We will want... This is going to be hot gas, so again, igneous vents, bringing that out. That will more or less be it. Now, how much power is this thing going to need to run? How much power does an oil well require? 240 watts. Very modest. Very, very modest, I approve. Oil refinery. 480 watts. Super modest. I like it. So, all three things in here could run off a single regular power transformer. Alright. That is not bad. That is actually quite nice. We'll have copper wires then. And we can happily have that run along the bottom here. Like so. And down into there as well. There we go. Lovely. Beautiful, in fact. Now we're going to be producing petroleum here, so I need to take that out, and that will come out over there. So, oil, petroleum, water. And then natural gas. Should be okay, I think. I think that's all we're going to need. I assume it's going to be hot petroleum, yeah. I mean, I imagine it's going to be whatever... usually, buildings will produce their output liquids at whatever temperature they are. So I'm going to assume that this is going to be producing hot oil. And if it is hot oil when it comes out of it, it's going to be hot oil eventually. Then that is going to be filtered into the oil refinery. And the oil refinery is going to be creating a huge amount of heat. And so I'm assuming that the 10 kilos, and 10 kilos can carry an awful lot of temperature, of petroleum, sorry, the 5 kilos of petroleum that comes from the 10 kilos of oil will be warm. So we're going to want to send that over here with insulated piping where we can. I'm assuming that would be the right way to do it. Again, I've never played with oil. It is part of my Oni experience I've never really fleshed out, so I apologize if I'm making any really dumb assumptions. I really do actually need this entire area done quickly. So let's go up all the way to a full 8. A full 8! We will drop the priority here to a 5. For one reason, I want all of this to push the oil out of there. Before I start doing this, I'm going to take care of this. In fact, you know what? I'm going to cancel that bit so that we can approach this in a very careful way. I'm going to have to diagonally build the insulation, then build the granite on top so that none of my precious, precious black gold dribbles down here into regular gold. I mean, technically it is gold amalgam, okay? I wasn't talking about the we. It may share the color, but that is all it shares. Right, over here. We should start seeing more movement. How hot is this coming up here? I mean, it's on and off quite warm. On and off quite warm. How are we doing for access to the coal right now? I've got a decent amount of coal around the place. Let's make this a... Well, it's already a 7, so I can't really do much more than that, really. Is there any more coal around here? No. So it's a matter of grabbing this coal where we can. And also getting up here to gather this enormous amount of coal. But I kind of want to let you do your job first. What are we pulling out? Is any of that natural gas at this point? Not really. It really isn't. So at this stage, I am actually going to close this door. I'm also going to only allow people to exit this room. Let's get that done. Chop, chop, peeps. Hopefully we can get that actioned reasonably soon. Seeing well, not nice cool water. That's a lie. A lie, I tell you. But it is interacting with the temperature down here much, much better. It is keeping our natural gas generator a bit cooler. What is the overall temperature of it right now? It's 39 degrees. Okay, that's fine. What is the overheat temperature of it when I built it out of copper? I mean, again, if I made it out of steel, then I wouldn't even have to worry about it. But eventually, I'd have to solve the problem. Eventually, making it out of steel only delays solving the problem. I still need to solve it. This is starting to fill up now. It's coming down here at 27, but I just don't have the power to cool it anymore. Which is where the problems are sneaking in. We've already... Oh, well, actually, our Dracos are doing okay over there. We just need to get more and more coal. Now that that's closed, I'm not going to worry too much about accessing the rest of this coal at this point. So let's go ahead and get all of that harvested where we can. I'll put it there. We'll get to it eventually, though. Random placement of block incoming. There we go. I want this entire biome picked clean. Picked clean! Not a single bit of it left. That I worry about, though. I'm not gonna lie. That bit I am actually concerned about. So we're gonna leave the phosphorite there. We're gonna pick it clean over to the coal. But I'm gonna leave that as well. Everything else, though, picked clean. As I've mentioned before, I actually find it incredibly cathartic to strip a biome, but leave the abyssalite, and so that you've just got this kind of shape of abyssalite left behind to kind of mark your passing through these lands. But that is going to require a more or less constant build-up over here. Reasonably speaking, what I actually want to do is build this one up and then just draw out to either side as necessary. And I'll allow that to happen. Let's go ahead and bump up the priorities. Let's get all of this done reasonably quickly. There we go. I've still got this coal over here, and that's the easier coal to get to, so let's grab that. Do I really want to strip out this entire... I don't actually care for most of the stuff in here. I care about this, and once I've got that, I'm going to strip this down, and then we're going to start working down from the top to the bottom, stripping everything else down to this layer, and then we'll be content with that, I think. I think that's where we're going to be happy. Now, of course, this is currently building up 5 more cycles before it can do anything. We dumped all of the gas? Yes, we have. Marvelous. Okay, so this is going to be able to do everything. I'm actually just going to straight up tell you to empty this room. If it's above 0, then turn on. I've run out of power. Of course I did. Nothing can be simple. Not in this colony, it can't. What I really need to do is work out how to make pea water into power. Then we'd have no problems. I mean, that's probably true. Big Al, why? Big Al, why? Get down here now, everybody. Disable this building. Go, go, go. Now. You're trying to kill yourself. You're trying to go join Bilal. Stop this nonsense. Can I just open the door? Can I force it to be opened? Open the door, Bilal. Big Al. Big Al, open the door. Big Al, I need you to open the door. And none of this. I can't let you do that, Dave. Nonsense. Open the door. Open the pod bay doors, Big Al. Big Al, I'm not going to have this conversation with you right now. Open the door. Okay. Well, now you're just being annoying. Go elsewhere. Oh, can I not get you to? Can you not get down? Deconstruct it. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You were teasing me. Why would you do this, Big Al? You scoundrel, you. Why you don't... No, what? You can get out, though. You should be able to get out. Sure. Oh, no. Why? Why? Quickly. Dig it. Leave. Oh, why do you all make it so hard to keep you alive? Big Al. Take it off. Take it off now. Unequip the suit. There you are. You're in an oxygen-rich environment. You can breathe. You, unequip the suit. You're in an oxygen-rich environment. Breathe. Deep, satisfying breaths. Lungfuls of air. That's what I want right now from you. Every single one of you. Lungfuls. Lungfuls of air. Deep, big, gulping lungfuls of air. Ah. I swear. It's like they want to die. I don't know what that says about my colony management, that they would prefer suffocation over, you know, being here anymore, but nothing good. I can assure you. Absolutely nothing good. Right. Let's get you to unequip that suit as well. Anyone in here with a suit on needs to take it off. It's going to cause me a whole heap of mess cleaning all of these suits up, but I accept. It is better than you all being dead. Can I... No, I can't. Oh, that's annoying. I wish I could copy this over. Also, you know, there's a part of me that is a little bit dissatisfied with the whole DLC thing, because apparently it's going to completely change the way rockets work. And I feel that finally I have a handle on it, and I'm going to have an opportunity to fix it, and it's going to be great. But the reality is, it's no longer going to be that way. It's like, oh, really? Why, though? That's just so mean. You waited until I was reasonably happy with my ability to do this before you took it away. So mean. So mean. Oh, I can't do it there. Can you move that one? Pretty much everything in here needs to be moved. Everything moved. Thunk. And that Atmo suit. Sweep. Oof. Okay. Hey, Casa, how you doing, sweetie? I want to sleep. Aavak told me he wanted to say goodnight before I do. And so, now I'm stuck. I'm very sleepy. Oh, sweetheart. Hey, honey. Thank you so much for dropping in. I hope you had a good good work shift. And you're not too utterly shattered. No, thank you for dropping by. No star carrier. Manu fell asleep next to the cooling system. Good old reliable Manu. Now then, we have vacuumed out this place, which is great. So now I'm going to set this back to only activate if it's above 75 grams. We've got 4 cycles before we'll start seeing any more of the natural gas there, unfortunately. Greatly sad, but well, not a lot we can do about it. Not a lot. Okay, now that I'm not ultra panicking about my dupes trying to murder themselves, Nominal, thank you very much for the resub. 2 months in a row. Thank you so much. Second month, best month, mate. Also, to... I think I've already caught Wolf, but if I have missed, thank you very much for that. And to Liam Delay, thank you very much for the primes of 15 months, my lord. And Golnor, thank you so much for the bits, mate. Am I still deconstructing the door? I don't believe so. I think I cancelled it. Maybe, though. Oh, no, I am actually deconstructing it. Thank you very much for pointing that out. Gotcha. Diolch yn fawr. You know, there's one other thing that I could pop in here, thinking about it. I could fit it right there. I see no reason not to. Pop that in there. So that I can deliver any bottles of oil that I happen to have around. That's going to be a potch sorting this out. I'm actually going to have to cancel that build and this build as well. Simply so that I can create the ladder system to get up and put in the proper roofing. Hoshizaku, you're more than welcome, mate. I'm glad to have introduced you to the game. But yeah. Power problems are the name of the game for me right now, unfortunately. In 4 cycles, it'll get a little bit less bad. But we're still waiting. Still waiting for a lot of important stuff. And at the moment, because we don't have power... Oh, actually, I need to mine that out. It was the only part that I didn't have to mine. Because we don't have power up here, it is causing me a bit of issues. Bit of issues on the whole. Try and mine out as much of this as we can, though. I saw that you said you love me. I replied on the phone. Ah, silly Cassie. No star, sweetie. Right. Now, as soon as we have resolved the immediate power problems, we're going to go on a wee break. Because I need to get a drink. And I also need to check in on Sheila, make sure she's doing okay. As I mentioned, unfortunately, she's not feeling too well today. So I need to frequently drop by and just make sure everything is okay. I'm going to need to run piping through here. And that piping is going to be my cooling line. To that end. Yeah, we should be okay with doing this. Good night, Casa. Thanks for dropping by, sweetie. We'll go with regular liquid pipes. All the way through here. Oh, well... I could have granite ones, I suppose. I mean, I could have sedimentary rock, but I don't have much of that. Obsidian, I suppose, but I can make it out of tungsten. Nah, we'll just go with good old granite, all the way up and around and back out. This will be our cooling loop here. We'll probably have this cooling loop coming down from there. Now, once all of this piping is in, I will add some tungsten bits and bobs to improve the thermal conductivity a bit. New principle available? Are we going to have coal? Oh, we are going to have algae. I mean, I guess the algae is not so bad, I accept. Now then, it's coming down at 28 degrees. That's not so bad. It's going back up. Oh, so we do have power. All 4 of our coal generators on. No, they're not. But for a second there, I had hope. Thank you for giving me that hope, game. I do appreciate it. As fleeting as it may have been. What are our duplicants doing most of the time then? I mean, they're definitely dealing with a lot of food, sure. What are you up to? You are heading the right way. The problem is, the moment you enter this area, it's, you know, basically unbreathable, so you don't spend long in there before having to come back out and have a breather, but by little bits, we get closer to success. And you're off again. Where are you going to now? Grabbing up some copper, okay. Not quite sure what you're going to be doing with that, but sure. Well, you might be heading down here to do some more work. It's a little bit frustrating when they're back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, thing like that, but I guess it's not the worst thing. I need to be a bad boy to get gold for Christmas. Oh, of course. Damn me and my good ways. Well, let's speed things along. See how it all goes. We are getting cooling, though. So at the very least, that cooling loop is going through this part of the base at a very comfortable chilly temperature. It's coming back out here about 18 degrees. Going back up. By here it's at 22. 23. 25. Heading back down, it's going to be too hot then. But it's only just too hot at this stage. Only just too hot. Gets down here at 29.6. By here it's a little bit cooler just because it passed through that area. So that it'll equalize the temperature in the tanks overall. Goes back down here, goes back up at 15. Eventually it will cool down this area enough that it's not going to pick up a huge amount of heat anymore, because it will already have done so. Now, one way we can improve that is by using insulation to cool down the overall area. Now, I've not been doing that much, just because I didn't mind cooling down the general area around my base. But this is a long trip here. But as you can see, it's already getting cooler. By little bits, it's cooling this environment, so it's getting colder and colder and colder as it goes up. And gradually, little by little, it'll cool down this whole area in time. It's now coming out at 22.7. So it is, in fact, starting to get better. We have overstuffed this little area here, because this temperature is fine. But this one has priority to move through the system. Now we're slowing down again. I am... I do prefer this system, sending it back through, because if it's already too hot, I don't want to send it back into the main loop. But that being said, even 24 degree water is still better than, like, 60 degrees up here. It can still accept some thermal energy. So maybe I shouldn't be giving this priority anymore. I should have the exit loop have priority. It would be a rejig again of the way we've got this. But I'm trying to puzzle my way through it, and I do apologize that it's taken me a while, but hopefully you can forgive me. Actually, instead of pulling that down, let me... In fact, what we could do is just deconstruct this pipe over here. Liquid pipe right there. And if I can't shove this liquid in here because this one has priority on it, then instead I send it to the second one, but this loop doesn't have access to that one. And exiting out of here doesn't have priority. Yeah, that would probably achieve the same effect, more or less, but with less having to cut things down. Now, of course, we're not going to be able to reach over there, because why would anything in life be easy? There you go, that should work. That should give us what we need. Right, little by little, we're getting all of this sorted. I am now going to be smart about this. I know me, be smart, right? What on earth is happening? It's probably end times, really. You should all prepare yourselves. But we are going to pop this right bang smack here. It's not going to be powered, but I'm going to tell everything in here to be swept into that, which should, hopefully, work. Oh, didn't want that there. Let's get rid of that one. Yep. Elof Heater, thank you very much for the 28 months. Diolch yn fawr. How about make a spiral of radiator pipes in the water reservoir? That is definitely an option. Because the temperature down here would easily be able to handle that to some degree. We would gradually heat this water up, but do we really care? It's a very good point. Very good point. We can do that. Okay. At the very least, I could bring it all the way down and then all the way back up. Giving it much more time to soak up some of that heat. Let's do that. Like so. Hopefully we can finish these off in just a moment. There we are. And then we can finally deconstruct that. Now, we did lose a bit of the liquid in there, which is a bit... it's a pain, but... We've got so much liquid in this loop that we don't need. It should be alright. But they need to get this sorted like crazy fast. In fact, so crazy fast, I'm going to give them a priority 9 on this. I want this done more or less before anything else. I know it's horrible work. You basically have to do it underwater with no breathing apparatus or anything. But I trust in you. Don't let me down. Or yourselves, because you will die without it. So, you know, there is a good reason to try. All sweep only. 9. And we are going to make sure that this one is not set up to accept anything. It is sweep only, but it's not been told to do its job just yet. Why the Atmos to... there. Oh well, I'll move those in a moment. Come on, let's get this done. There we go. Kissil, thank you very much for the 10 months. Hooray for Oni! Hooray for you! Thank you very much for the support. It's massively appreciated. See, the problem here is it's so cold and they're having to go so deep to do it that they're dropping their items. They're already holding their breath to get down here, which is a bit of an issue. Some of our peeps are a lot better at this than others, though. Look at you. So happy. Uh-oh. Okay, don't accept anything there just yet. I don't want... Oh, no. Clearly there's something somewhere that I've told them to sweep. That's my bad. Come on, there we are. It should now be working. Whew. Okay. Let's get that liquid down here. It should move some of the temperature. So it's entering at 28. How much will it leave at? We'll see. We'll allow some of it to move first. For a little while. Well, then we'll properly see. So it's entering at 29. It's leaving about 27. If I replace some of these pipes with tungsten, then it would do that job significantly better. And I see no real reason not to. Let's get these 4 down there, replaced with tungsten. That should give this loop a significant passive cooling ability. Really, I should have done that a long time ago. I'm not really sure why I hadn't. If I'm perfectly honest, I feel a bit derpy. But if we can get that set up, then the cooling in the base will also be, to some degree, energy free, which I'm all about. All about. Right, how much longer? 1.2 cycles. We need power in the system by 1.2 cycles to get that all going. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a potch. Are we going to get this done? Thank you very much for the work. All done. Just need someone to get in there now to take care of that. A gift from a benevolent pug god. Thank you very much. The Defied Pug. Thank you so much for that cheer there. That's very, very kind of you. Atmosuits are set off right now, but it looks like we have maybe enough power in the system. I can't imagine we do. Like, nothing else is powered. We need to get more coal delivered before then. That might be enough, though. We may actually be able to get that going in the very, very near future. If we could get this mopped up, though, that would be grand. Same over here, so that people don't have to walk in it. Right, okay, so it's entering at 28. It is leaving at 23. That is grand. That's actually below the temperature needed to turn on the aquatuner. So currently, this is largely a passive system. It's still 28 down by there, but after going through just 2 of the tungsten pipes, it's now 25. And then from 25, it goes down to 23. If I added a little bit more tungsten down here, we would further improve the thermal efficiency of this system. And I could definitely do that. Let's have a look. How much tungsten have we got available? We've got enough to run this whole section in tungsten if I wanted to. So the very bottom of that loop is going to get nice and chill. Very nice and chill, actually. Oh wow, so many cheers. Thank you. Beanie, thank you very much for the cheers there. And to Melissa Riddle, thank you. And Chibi Neko with the Twitch Prime. Diolch yn fawr. We've got a hype train on the go. You know what? That, to me, feels like it would be a good time for us to have a quick break. So, yeah, we're going to slow things down in game. Just as we watch someone evolve a hatch egg into delicious, delicious omelette material. And we're going to go and take a couple of minutes to grab a drink. But, of course, part of that is going to be me thanking chat for the very, very dapper support. So I shall set up a little timer. Let's say, how long do we want this break to be? You know what? We're going to set some of it. We'll set it to 5 minutes just to grab drinks. There we go. Boom. And let's start the tea break. Doink. There we go. All right. So we shall meet back here in 5 minutes. Or indeed, if you're not even stepping away, then I guess you're going to be able to watch the tea break screen for a little bit. So I should probably move the camera to something nice. And yeah, when we return, we will hopefully get our power problems resolved.